Steak and hungry for kill. Just give me a big helping of mini hook tails. Batten down the hatches, we're about to set sail on another adventure, mini hook tails. Ain't hungry for steaks, ain't hungry for kill, but give me a big helping of mini hook tails. Batten down the hatches, we're about to set sail on another adventure, mini hook tails. Steak, kill, big helping, mini hook tails. Hatches, set sail, mini hook tails.
I originally made Musical Refugee around the same time that I made The Pressure. JJ and I made Cheetos and Weed. We also made Can You Feel It at around that time. And why we had kind of an explosion of songs at the time is it was my first opportunity to have digital means of recording and digital means of playing a lot of instruments that we couldn't afford, that we didn't have.
Our third song, Musical Refugee, is a Turtle T song. He wrote the lyrics, he made the music.
One of the new toys that we had with our new recording was a sampler, so I decided to try some sampling on Musical Refugee. The original version was kind of like, I don't like the sound of it. Me neither. Let's get the hell out. Kind of this Western drawl kind of thing.
I do backing vocals, the chorus, and then there's some vocal samples that he cut out of the original version, and now we just do that live.
The new version for Team Hook, we ultimately dropped that for a more kind of hip-hop friendly back and forth between JJ and I. Another thing that I tried out for the first time when doing Musical Refugee was an ARP. I'm glad to have found the same ARP to use when I redid it for Team Hook, because the sound of the Team Hook version is pretty close to the original, just a little more polished.
To me, Musical Refugee is about the musical displacement that we've felt throughout our career.
I wrote Musical Refugee over a general frustration with the music scene and how, you know, the big media consolidation was forcing just the same old cookie cutter shit down our throats, and there wasn't much innovation in music. Not to mention, I've always kind of felt like an outsider in the music industry.
We were never really accepted or belonged, not even to any certain genre. And I mean, it was hard for us to fit in, and we always had to find our own place to do what we wanted to do.
One, because we had a metal band that was a little bit different, and two, because I like all genres and have a hard time pigeonholing myself into one specific genre. So it's just like, about being a musical outcast, grabbing your shit and hitting the road and still doing your thing and sticking to your guns. I have a couple lines that stand out in that one. I do make reference to Outkast's Bombs Over Baghdad, and I use one of their lines, I'm a microphone fiend trying to stay alive. That's definitely big boy on that one. Another line that is kind of a standout is, I'd rather be chilling at Weber's deck. Look, I'm getting more talent at a place in the middle of French Lake than I was getting up in Minneapolis at the time. And why? It was raw, it was fresh, they're not bound by the rules that a lot of mainstream artists were. And so, shit man, I just love hard music.